What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be talking about how to run a dig route with an outside release. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the main things that you guys have to think about when you're running an outside release on a dig route, when a DB's taking away the inside release, and how you guys can create some separation. So I hope this video helps you guys out, teaches you a few new things just about route running, how you guys can create separation, and how you guys shouldn't force your routes. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to get faster off the line, you want to be more explosive at the top of your route, you want to be stronger, you want to be more explosive to help with your blocking downfield, check out that very first link in the description for our wide receiver gym bundle. What you'll get access to with this bundle is you get access to 8 weeks of wide receiver gym workouts that you guys can do to improve all those things that I mentioned in the very beginning of this clip. So if you guys want 8 weeks of workouts, specifically mapped out sets, repetitions, all the exercises you need to do, broken down to a day-to-day schedule, check out that very first link in the description for our 8-week wide receiver gym plan. Let's get started with this video. So this is a route here from Keenan Allen. Obviously takes the outside release, sells like he's going vertical, and in this case, he actually sells like he's running a comeback on this dig route, right? So this is what I want to talk about. Anytime the wide receivers come up here and they have an inside breaking route, right? Like they got to run a 12-yard dig, 10-yard in, whatever it may be. A lot of the times receivers will force that inside release. When you guys have an inside shade DB who's not going to give up the inside release, just take what the DB gives you. Do not force the route. But how we have to think about it is you got to do two things. A lot of the times route running is about reacting, right? It's not about just, okay, I'm just going to do this. If it doesn't work, I'm screwed. Or I'm going to do this and it's going to work every single time. It's about reacting to how this DB is going to come out. We don't know how this DB is going to play us every time, but we have a pretty good idea in a real game of how he's going to play me through film study and through understanding the concepts of just defensive coverage, right? So this DB's inside shade, don't want to force the inside release. His job when he's inside shade is to protect the inside and force me to that sideline, right? So this is exactly what Keenan Allen does a great job of. He kind of takes this little kick step, speed release, I guess you could say. Just fellas, when you take this kick step right here, I have nothing against it. Just make sure we are careful and make sure we are in a good pad level position. If you guys kick step and you get very narrow, all it takes is a DB to get hands on you and knock you off this route. Now, Allen does a great job of knowing that when this DB is going to lunge and get hands and lose his base like this, we just got to make sure that we beat the outside hand, right? This is probably not the best technique here from the DB, just lunging at Keenan Allen like this, trying to get a jam, trying to get hands. He should probably stay a little bit more patient and shuffle with him. But again, when we have receivers who are over anxious and are trying to be physical, we should welcome that as a wide receiver because you see, as soon as you swat those hands, his hips are going to lock out and he's going to be off balance. So we just know if I'm taking an outside release and I got a DB who's lunging at me, all I got to do is beat that outside hand. If I can beat that outside hand and he recovers with this hand, that's fine. I'm still off of press. I'm still up into this route and I can still create space. Now, there's two ways that this route could go. Either Allen can work the best he can, which is what he does, to restack, get over the top and make a move at the top of the route. Or what he could do is he could have this DB running hip to hip with him and he could work a throw-by technique to where he slips back underneath, right? So this is what your mindset needs to be as a receiver is we got to be able to play fast, but this is all based off of reaction. So Allen does such a great job of putting that head down, reducing that shoulder so he could get to that position of where he's going to be able to restack and make a move at the top. And then Allen, when he goes here, he kind of works that almost like square cut, if you will. It's really like he's selling a comeback, right? And you can't sell a comeback. You can't run a comeback route if you don't sell vertical first. So we got to make sure that we sell vertical first. And then when I drop into this thing, you see how he gives that head fake, shoulder fake. He's actually dropping his pad level. Everything about that alerts that DB that a route's going to be coming, right? You got to make sure that we're dropping my hips if I'm going to be selling a move at the top. I'm actually selling with my upper half because that's where that DB is supposed to be watching. And again, Allen's able to create a ton of separation here because of the restack. And when we could go downfield and this DB doesn't have hands on me at the top of the route, I should get separation every single time. When he has hands, it's a lot harder to get separation. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to be physical. You really have to be sudden with your movement. But when he doesn't have hands, fellas, it's all about how much you could sell with that upper half, how violent you could drop into your breaks. And then obviously, Allen is able to create a ton of separation. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. This is textbook on how you guys can run a dig route with an outside release against press. Fight those hands, make sure we restack and sell with that upper half. All right, guys, if you have not heard, we are going to be in the San Diego area October 24th for a 3-hour quarterback and wide receiver training clinic. Great opportunity for you guys to come out and get better. If you guys are in the San Diego or California area, we'd really love to have you guys out there. I myself will be out there working with the quarterbacks and the receivers, and then I'll be bringing out a speed coach to help you guys with overall running mechanics, speed mechanics, and just to help your 40-yard dash improve. So if you guys are local to that area, you want to come out and get some great work in with us, check out that second link in the description below. And if you guys have any questions, any comments on this video, please don't hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I always appreciate the feedback. I'll see you guys next time.